That is on boards. Ba 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 da bum. Gaming. Did Teamfight Tactics chat release 2019? If so, that's insane. I mean, live on TikTok as well. Go live, chat. I touch. Perfect. That auto, no. Bro, I was cooking before. Do it again. Try to. Add a few, do I? Okay, what happens if I do? It is already. Okay. got those crystals to upgrade. Interesting. Get it. Oh shit, I should have downloaded it. Alright. I'm gonna do that. Maybe. Download Withering Waves. Yeah. Who of y'all are playing Warcraft? They're trying out new housing and no. And that's some. Alox, Katrox, Larox.
One sweep of the palace, 5 new problems.
So we're a random 2-cost champ in this game. I like that they have done this. That as you choose and perfect. Yeah. Full stack pump bang. Ionia.
Clears the path.
We can go Ionia as well.
There's so much pain in Shinji.
Demacia and Ionia.
Why?
That's Slayers. Go Slayer. Slayer.
Garcia clears the path.
Okay. That's an Ionia as well.
Scurry back to your shadows, ninja.
And works a different part each game. Big boons health each time I cast all. That could actually be good.
Garcia clears the path.
Get out. Get an E will fire up. That you win. In there. Maybe you get a half there. Damn it. Gain or effect. Champions within gain or. That one already have.
Med Spotify Premium kan du ta kontroll över
I mean, being able to get 7 of these would not
redo varje dag. I allt från reklamfritt lyssnande
be
till
that hard.
laddningar. Börja lyssna i 3
Okay, is that
månader
you?
gratis nu och avsluta prenumerationen när du vill. Tryck på bannern för mer information.
That doesn't. Really close to for that. Ew. What? Can I combine?
I remember your father. He thought he could censor me.
He be winning though. That is absolute fine. I need. You mother cracker.
You help lock me away. You try to stop my work. My heart cannot be contained.
Tread carefully.
Attack speed on that one. Sir. Min full stack on Yasuo. Wouldn't that be good? Like Blade, Bloodthirster, and oh. At 6 you gain a shield equal to 50% of the wearer's maximum that rapidly decays. That's it, no. I don't wanna. I got a bill in mind. Path through.
Marcia clears the path.
Just looking for a road home.
Ormog. Ah, damn. Maybe not. I do. It. Your team gains attack depth. That is a first game.
An icon doesn't have to explain himself.
Sorry, Your Majesty.
Baby that. Ari?
There's so much pain
Asia.
in Xinjiang's heart. Why?
I bend knee to no king.
I should use. No. Ooh. uh. Switch her out. Guns.
There's my friend. He's new training. The lance may falter, but you must not.
Place 4 seconds attack between range. Raw damage. Get him. Get rid of it.
Our wills align.
Can That's 0. Absolutely. There's IO.
The blade, above all things, except a good drink.
I can smell the contents of your flask from where I stand.
For my father, King's spear,
Quiet, please.
Today's the day I find that hero.
Lagi. Can I give you?
There's about to be a massacre!
I like that I'm 0 damage. 0, 0, 0. That's not ideal at all.
What a rampage!
Did you shoot? Complete items they're built for BFK.
Tread carefully.
I give you. You get that one as well. Worked up.
Master Kenneth, surely this isn't how you intend to greet an...
Bruiser Demacia.
Ett spel från Svenska Speltur för dig över 18 år. Stödlinjen.se. IKEA presenterar ljud av...
Henkehm.
När livet händer finns vi där. Som när hemmet behöver anpassas till en fyrbent familjemedlem. Välkommen till IKEA.
That one.
Vill du dra poker-SM en gång?
Shit vad kul!
Nej, inga sådana känslor.
Ursäkta?
Ja, nej, här gäller det att hålla känslorna i styr. Det är 4,5 mille i prisbotten.
4,5 mil.
Ja. Använd det lite i poker-SM. Från Svenska Spel, Sport och Casino. För dig över 18 år. Stödlinjen.se.
Let's get rid of.
With every moment that passes, I am further from the place I once called home.
Better to move forward
Oh.
than dwell on the past.
That one. Ah. Thing is, I don't do any damage. Thing. Zero damage. Or will it work out? It won't. How do you cheat that? Just like that. Aja. Could this even... Oh, the frick is... How is that even possible? Portal door.
Come, Jinzhao. We must cleanse this land of our enemies once more.
I stand at your side once more,
A symphony of justice.
Yasuo! I knew fate would bring us together again.
Go switch out.
This story is not yet finished.
Time to strike.
Fine though.
and action! For the cause!
Who can I switch out?
It's overtime! All right, hit the shout.
Get that one. I'm gonna try something.
carry the legacy of the Vassan.
It's so bullshit, suck it. Either it's like minus. Max level. 20? 70's max? That one look. Serafi.
Hello, world. I'm
Get
Seraphine,
ready.
and you are beautiful.
See what we got. Oh.
I would have preferred you in cuffs.
Go for Noxus, child. Do we do Jordan?
Revved up.
Noxus.
The bigger they are, the harder I hit them.
Bigger they are, the harder they each time. Off the ammo. I have no clue what that one does. Let's pick it.
That squirrel looks familiar.
An earth champ. After combat, the permanent. I mean that one. Times we try attack then. I.
We fight so differently, Scion. You're like, and I'm like, nom, 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 nom. You know?
I wanna go no. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Lulu. Are you and Pix playing out here? Oh, can I join in?
I swear other people. Dorius is
Nice suit, Rumble.
Jordan.
Thought you'd never ask.
That is good. Bracken and that's a Jordal as well. Or is a caretaker? What I need. Blue buff. Buff for that one. Now I need white.
Oh, Scion. You escaped too? And you're here with me.
Spirit. That's fine. I like that Orwin though. Asha long shot. What's this? Trash ass rolls. He's going Jordal as well. I don't get any. The Ventress is so 7 not. Air Scion. That's way. I don't know how to build that, but baby. Get shit. I lose this one. No. That's when you know my team is trash. Take it. I don't want to roll for anything. Two buff or spear. On. How the frick does he?
Day to day, I find that hero.
That.
Blast him! Blast him! Kneel before me.
Can I gain more? Yes.
Draven. Drave.
What do you damage? Oh, frick the Jordan.
Just a piss.
That one. What's up, Ruth? I play other games than this, and yes, I do daily. I do. There we go. Now let's get rid of who. I do have an offline banner, and I do have a logo, not a custom one. I do have a logo. It's completely enough. Orkin is your. Spirit Shogun. Who needs a Spirit Shogun? I don't want one. I'm not in need for one, Ruth, and I don't want one. But if you have the time and feel free and want to do it for free, then sure. That's not my decision. That is completely up to you. I am so cooked. There we go.
Embrace the cosmos.
Probably not. He's playing Noxus as well. GG's. Sayonara.
They will regret opposing me. We'll rise.
Oh. What is that RNG? Absolutely dog shit.
Be proud, Noxus. There is no greater honor than to face death without fear.
That. Finally. Let's go again.
Noxus will rise.
Wait, pause. Okay, so we got that one. Got that one. Shit. Tank. Tank. Who do I wanna flying stack of him each? Get Ambessa and Ian somehow. I don't need. Ambessa's way.
There is no greater honor
Doing crazy.
without fear.
I just need.
Hands off my meal! Hands off my meal!
I don't believe I have this one. Gonna be tough. Fender, Garen, Rumble, Shivana. Where is Shivana? I need something. But that one, that's a sum for a cable. Level 7. Dragonborn. That one. Victor Bow. Steve. So. You. Is it just me, or is there just like just only a few build? knock that. Bro, all these getting SMS promotions. A lot of them.
Of the palace,
And bro, that is annoying.
problem.
And I can't, like, usually you can like text this number to get rid of the blah 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 whatever. Subscribe. No. Not possible. Search abilities to dazzle enemies. Crash to begin. Okay. Do I give it another shot, chat? Maybe this time it's good.
Spotify Premium. Sätt ihop, uppdatera och lyssna på dina spellistor utan avbrott.
One gold drop from
Även
Draven.
online. Få 3 månader gratis nu och avsluta prenumerationen när du vill. Tryck på bannern för mer information.
Starting off strong. Asia. With more. Maybe Void is good. Oh. Gain one wheel for every 2 unique. Hold the dark every 1 second, little max. Passes to return to top. Det var så little better. Probably switch that one. For every second, deal one of the. Ooh. That didn't do shit. And the only moment knock. pilt over.
I'll let my hands do the talking.
This game's gonna be definitely will be bow. Then I can make damage up that one first.
Hands off my meal!
What is he, Gordon? Maybe that one would actually be. Sure. That is unlocked. That was being delayed to the raise it. Isn't that 1 o'clock? There to go. I wanna max out the tanks. What if we max out? Max out Darius. Get them better. Besides damage. Okay, so Raven, Darius, and Bessa. Right. That's good, isn't it? Hey, Bruce.
No worries, me, doctor.
Perfect. In 3 rounds, choose a new augment for same tier. You become large, gain to health and mag. Get attacks and crit. And round start items on your bench around.
Protect the faithful. No worry, me, doctor.
Hands off my meal!
Red buff. Why did I choose that one? Maybe red buff and blue buff could... Yeah, no. I mean, let's do it. A bruise. Burden. Right, chat, I need... that one. These are not good at all. That bruiser? Fender? Sold the wrong one. God. If
Not Draven, Draven. Wuju style.
Noxus will rise.
Hands off my meal!
Your life is mine.
I'm the only one with Noxus. If I gain one more,
Noxus will rise.
Hands off my meal!
When does the killing start?
ooh, this could be good.
Not Draven. Drave.
Did that spell? Oh, they did. It does. And I started the combat in the back now.
När Erik öppnade sitt Amazon-paket höll han andan. Den här robotdammsugaren håller hans golv rena till ett pris som är lägre än han någonsin kunnat föreställa sig. 5 stjärnor från Erik.
Oh my god.
Köksapparater och allt du kan tänka dig. Hitta topprankade produkter till priser du kommer älska på Amazon.se idag.
Absolutely. I don't like that. Like that. I don't like that. Oh. That could have been so winnable. That pick.
Hands off my meal!
Defender. I want it all. Vad ser vi då? Oh. What I need. Armor. Where is the sword? Well. Brown. That is not good. Could be. Nope.
Get back.
Thank you.
Looks can be deceiving.
Hands off my meal!
Looks can be deceiving.
Oh, he has fish. How did it die so fast? My items suck ass.
Out of my way.
Rima.
Differently, Sire. You're like, "Ugh." And I'm like, nom, 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 nom. You know?
Grabbing it. That one is good on you.
Death by my hand.
HP. It. You can use those items later. Fine. So. Wow. What is that? That pilt over? That.
Not Draven. Draven.
Let me upgrade. this. I don't know how to protect my backline. What's the dude? I don't know how this will help, but yeah. Right.
At least the rumor of your vanity isn't overrated.
No. Trash stick. What are you playing? Oregon Dorchester Stormforger Targoon. While we display. What's going on? Is there POE? POE stream. Oh, can I stream that to YouTube?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers, Game Director on Path of Exile 2, and welcome to GGG Live. Today we're going to show you an exclusive reveal for what's coming next for Path of Exile 2. Twitch drops are enabled on today's live stream, so you'll be able to claim your Verdant Wilds dodge roll effect by following the instructions below. Now today it's finally time to show off a new class that we know everyone in the community's been waiting for. So let's roll the trailer for Path of Exile 2, The Last of the Druids.
Druid reveal.
Well. What have we got here then? You lost, fella? Aye.
Oh, too much is going on with my.
We're talking to you. I asked you a question. What's wrong with him? He's lost his bloody mind.
That's cool. Low as fuck.
I will find you, Eve.
Now, as you can see, the Druid is a shape-shifting elemental spellcaster. After his fellow Druids were destroyed by the King in the Mists, the Druid lost his humanity in the forests of Ogham, where he wandered for years as a beast. Now, finally reawakened, he's determined to find his lost wife and regain his humanity. The Druid has been one of the hardest classes for us to design. As well as having human spells, he has 3 animal forms, and we wanted to make sure that there were interesting combos between all of them. The Druid is able to use spells and attacks. As a human, the Druid typically uses magical staves to harness the powers of the earth and the natural world. One of the first skills you will learn is the ability to create small volcanoes from the earth. This skill spits out balls of magma at your enemies, and will continue to do so for some time. While the volcano is active, turn into an animal and wade into melee range. Many of the skills you use as a human last for a significant period of time, giving you a good chance to turn into an animal and rage out. But how do you turn into an animal, you may ask? Well, the answer is a new weapon type that Druids use, animal talismans. When you equip an animal talisman, you can choose which animal form you would like the talisman to represent. Depending on what you choose, you'll be given that animal's basic attack as a new skill to equip. For a bear, that's Maul. To turn into a bear, simply use the skill. Your character will instantly transform into a bear and attack. If you want to change back to a human, just cast a spell. You will instantly swap back and cast it. We wanted to make sure that swapping between forms was seamless and immediate. Changing forms should be something that you do without even thinking about it all the time in battle. In order to allow for hybrid melee and caster gameplay, most of the skills you use in your human form last for some time and aid your animal skills in some way. The volcano we used earlier will emit more molten balls whenever you hit it with a slam, making it perfect for use with your bear form's furious slam.
Is that a Druid skill?
While in bear form, many of your abilities use rage. There are a lot of ways to generate rage, but the easiest one is simply smash your enemies with Maul.
Look more like a mage.
Once you see the runes on your back glowing, it means you have enough rage to do a much more devastating version of your furious slam. Your bear form can also go on a rampage, stomping the ground as you demolish your foes. The more rage you have, the longer the rampage lasts, and doing it over a volcano makes it even better. As you consume rage, your bear form will generate endurance charges, and these can be used with skills like Ferocious Roar. Ferocious Roar is a war cry that empowers your subsequent attacks to break your opponent's armor. The more endurance charges you have when you use it, the more empowered attacks you will gain. But Ferocious Roar has another special feature too. It's a meta gem that allows you to socket any Warcry gem from another class into it, giving you the ability to use these skills as a bear.
Wait, from another class?
Use the Warrior's Infernal Cry skill to make your enemies explode. Or use Seismic Cry to stun your enemies and double up the number of slams you do. Lumbering animal, with slower attacks and heavy slams. But what if you want to turn into something a little more nimble? Well, let's check out the second animal form for the Druid, wolf form. For the wolf form, we wanted to go fast and furious. Even just the wolf's basic attack will leap forward and rake his foes. After attacking, the wolf stands up on 2 legs.
Nice.
But after running for a short time, he goes back on all 4s, allowing to move more quickly between packs of enemies. The wolf has a lot of cold attacks based on his association with the moon, and the first of these is Lunar Assault. It's great for freezing your enemies in place. After they're frozen, use your basic rake attack to knock shards of ice off your enemies, which land on the ground nearby and explode. If you want to get into battle quickly, you can use your pounce attack. This skill leaps at a target and applies a mark to them. Killing the marked enemy will summon a wolfman into your side, allowing them to fight with you. Mark and kill as many enemies as you can to build up a sizable pack. While an enemy is marked, your wolves will prioritize that target and do more damage the more wolves you have, so make sure you keep your pack strong. Now, one problem you might run into is your wolf pack dying in boss fights. You often don't have any enemies that you can mark and kill in order to regenerate your pack. To deal with this problem, you can use Cross Slash. Cross Slash jumps backwards and does a vicious double slash. Any marks on your target explode and triggers their abilities. This allows you to pounce to mark an enemy and then summon a wolf even without killing it. Cross Slash also has another feature though. Remember those ice fragments from before? Well, Cross Slash will propel any ice shards on the ground towards its central target. First, freeze your enemies with Lunar Assault. Then rake them to create as many ice fragments as you can. Then follow up with Cross Slash to generate a field of icy explosions to obliterate your enemies. If they're still alive after that, your pack of wolves can finish them off. Just like with the bear's raw skill earlier that allows you to use skills from other classes, Pounce is also a metagem that you can socket mark skills from other classes into. So for example, you might want to try adding Freezing Mark from the Monk to Pounce. After pouncing at an enemy, Cross Slash to explode the mark and gain extra cold damage for a time.
From the Monk.
The wolf has cold damage and chilled ground to any slam, while buffing your pack of wolves as well. You can also use it to freeze enemies that are close to being frozen, making it much faster to use your other combos. Finally, the wolf an Arctic werewolf with Lunar Blessing. In this form, you move and attack more quickly and deal extra cold damage. Consuming Rage will extend the duration of your Arctic wolf form, so you could try a hybrid bear and wolf build if you want to utilize the skill to its full effect.
There's drops bottom.
Alright, let's talk about the third form available to the Druid, and I think it's a cool one. The Wyvern. The Wyvern has a number of long-range breath abilities, but that doesn't mean you can't get into melee range when you want to.
Wait, the Wyvern.
The basic attack of the Wyvern is Rend. Jump forward into combat and slash your enemies with your lethal talons. If they're close to being stunned, you can blow them off balance with a blast from your wings, causing an explosion of damage. After the battle though, it's time to feed. Devour the corpses of monsters to create power charges, and this is when the Wyvern's abilities really come online. When using Rend, you can consume a power charge to charge up your wings with lightning. Not only does this do a bunch of damage, but it allows you to turn this melee skill into a much larger AoE attack. Once your wings are charged, your Wing Blast will also do lightning explosions for even more damage. If your enemies are close to death, no need to wait for them to actually die. When you see this blue marker, just devour them alive. Fresh meat is much tastier after all.
An executor.
Alright, so those are some melee options, but how about range? Well, you wouldn't be much of a dragon if you couldn't breathe fire after all. Rolling Magma is the first of the Wyvern's breath attacks. Spit balls of fire that bounce along the ground. These balls will trigger volcanoes as well, so it's a good idea to cast one as a human right before you start spitting. But that's not all you can spit. You have something a little nastier in that gullet of yours. Spitting a barrage of oil at your enemies will cover them in a viscous sludge that makes them easier to ignite. If you have power charges though, plant your wings in the ground and vomit a barrage of lightning-infused projectiles. The more power charges you have, the longer you can do this for. But make sure you keep your foes at range. You're vulnerable to melee attacks while channeling this skill. In order to help with that, let's take a quick diversion back to some of your human abilities. As a Druid of Scoth, you have the ability to harness the power of nature to create entangling vines to slow down your enemies. Another of nature's punishments is the thunderstorm. Creating one of these will create periodic strikes of lightning from the sky, and will also make your enemies wet. Why is that useful?
Lightning.
Well, of course, things that are wet are easier to shock. Use it with lightning damage from your Wyvern form to enhance your damage. Making things wet also makes them easier to freeze, so it works nicely with your wolf form as well. And you know what else likes water? Plants. Water your plants to give them various extra abilities. Use Lightning Storm with Entangle to make them last longer, and attach more vines to each enemy, slowing them further. Summon Thrashing Vines to slam at your enemies for a time. Any that are created in water will be larger and deal more damage.
That's cool, I like that.
Now then, with our enemies sufficiently subdued with our plants,
Water,
time to really lay into them with our lightning-infused barrage.
All around. Technically, there's 4 forms. Don't
Now,
necessarily
this
need to be in a
last
form.
Wyvern ability is just ridiculous, but we felt like we had to do it. Use Flame Breath to take to the skies and rain down a stream of fire on your enemies. You have wings, so we have to take full advantage of them after all. So fly around and burn in it. Now there are a few other skills we didn't cover, but there's one in particular that I think will open up a lot of builds. Spell Totems. Spell Totems are meta gems that let you create a totem that will automatically cast any spell in the game for a time. In order to create one, you will need to spend 3 endurance or 3 power charges. You could use them to throw fireballs, summon comets, or shower the area in lightning. Really, the options are kind of endless. Your bear form can easily generate endurance charges by consuming rage, and your wyvern form can easily create power charges by eating corpses. So it's pretty easy for the druid to get the charges needed, but they're also available from quite a few other places as well. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of different spellcaster classes thinking about how best to take advantage of these. Now of course, along with a new class comes a bunch of new support gems. We've added over 30 new supports throughout the game, but I'll show you a few of the cooler ones here.
Gems overall did they add?
Fan the Flames can be added to any wind skill to spread fire from one ignited enemy to the other enemies behind them. It's great for the Wyvern's Wing Blast. But you can also use it on many other classes with wind skills, like the Twisters on the Huntress, or the Monk's Staggering Palm Projectiles. Accelerated Growth causes extra explosive plants to erupt from the ground whenever you grow plants with rain. And Advancing Storm changes storm skills like your Thunderstorm or Tornado to move across the battlefield. It's great for watering plants en masse, or to turn tornadoes into a real disaster by sucking up multiple ground effects as they travel along. And the Sorceress might like to use it with Firestorm as well. Echoing Cry causes your Warcry skills to echo. They will repeat a couple more times with a delay after you use them, giving you more empowered attacks. Use it for the Druid's animal form Warcries, or on the Warrior for a nice power boost. Grounding Shocks causes monsters you shock to turn into living Tesla coils, arcing lightning to nearby enemies. You could use it with your empowered wings for an extra damage boost, but it's also great with any other shocking skill. Try it out with Lightning Spear. It obviously needed more AoE clear. There's a whole pile more, but we'll leave those for you to discover. Now with a new class comes new Ascendancy classes. The Druid will have 2 options for now, with a third being released later. The first class is the Shaman. The Shaman channels nature's elemental fury and can harness rage as a spellcaster, unifying his animalistic and magical tendencies. By allocating Druidic Champion, you gain spell damage the angrier you are, and with Furious Wellspring, you generate rage continuously and can spend it to empower your spells. With the knowledge of the Asmerian Magi, the Shaman can harness untapped power from runes and idols. After allocating Wisdom of the Magi, you will notice that all runes and idols have extra mods only available to the Shaman. These new mods unlock countless new possibilities for enhancing your build. You can also allocate Bringer of the Apocalypse, allowing you to become a walking natural disaster. After dealing enough elemental damage, storms of all elements rain around you, destroying all who would face nature's fury.
That's cool.
There are other abilities for the Shaman, but I'll just show a few from each class for now. The other Druid Ascendancy is the Oracle. The Oracle perfected the power of foresight and utilizes this in combat to gain massive advantage.
They use all, right?
When taking Fateful Vision, you will see visions of your future self using specific skills. If you decide to follow this path by using the skill yourself, it will do significantly more damage. And with Converging Paths, at a critical moment in battle when a monster is vulnerable to freeze, stun, or electrocution, the Oracle can use Moment of Vulnerability to see a vision of the enemy's future, and then merge it with the current timeline, allowing him to deal damage to both. and one of my favorites. When you first become an Oracle, you'll notice over 130 new extra passives appear in the Druid section of the tree. By allocating the Unseen Path, you use your power of foresight to learn from alternate futures and gain skills that would otherwise be unavailable to you. For example, self-sacrificing allows you to be able to summon more minions by reducing the spirit costs, with the trade-off of making your reservation skills cost more spirit. Or Corruption Endures, which allows Oracles to have a small chance to avoid death. Both the Druid Ascendancies offer interesting and unique ways to gain modifiers that no other classes can get, so we're expecting a huge variety of build possibilities from these. Now there are unique talismans for the Druid to use as well. We won't spoil all of them, but this one was particularly cool. Fury of the King turns your bear form into a fire demon, converting most of your damage to fire. As a demon, you can also use Molten Crash, a jumping slam attack that leaves fissures around you. This unique also continuously grants glory, allowing you to use your ultimate abilities more easily. Now of course the Druid isn't the only thing we're adding to 040. We still have a bunch more to show. With every new release we create a new league, with new mechanics, new pinnacle bosses, and with a new story to tell. And this time is no exception. So let's roll the trailer for the Fate of the Vaal.
The palace of Queen Atziri.
The Vaal.
It is a ruin, but in the dark, machines still churn. The temple has many functions, and with it, a chance to save the Vaal. A gateway through time.
Creating your own.
Travel into the past, again and again. Alter the temple, uncover its secrets. You will be rewarded for your sacrifice. And somewhere in the deepest chamber, my queen awaits. I beg of you, hear me. The beast cannot give you what you desire.
You may have studied it, Doriani, but you do not know it like I do. It adores me. Come now, give unto me your desire. At last, fulfill my soul.
Sacrificing. Fate of the Vaal. And PC console 11 AM December 12 PS.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. In the Fate of the Vaal League, you will find remnants of the ancient Vaal civilization scattered throughout Rayclast. They seem to attract nearby creatures and affect them strangely. After killing them, the remnant appears to gain some amount of power, but not enough to fully activate it. It seems you will need to find 5 more of these arcane devices, and sacrifice the monsters you find there to fully activate one. But things don't always go to plan. These devices are old, and sometimes infected by corruption. Twisted versions of ancient Vaal may emerge, and sometimes even stronger foes. On fully activating one of the devices, you finally discover its true purpose. A portal opens and takes you deep underground to a lost temple, once the home of Atziri, Queen of the Vaal. What treasures could still be inside? I think you're gonna want to find out. In front of the entrance is a console of some kind, and on activating it, you can see a map of the temple. Atziri's personal chambers are on the far side. But how could anyone get there? There are disconnected rooms, and the layout doesn't seem to make sense. And that's when you realize the purpose of the ancient devices scattered through Rayclast. The temple is powered by sacrifice, and this energy can be used to modify the very structure of the temple itself. Each time you run the temple, you will be given 6 rooms that you can place, allowing you to craft your own dungeon to explore. Place paths to link up the dungeon, and place rooms beside them full of precious loot. After you are happy with your choices, open the temple. and discover the results of your efforts. Each room contains different challenges along with its rewards. On entering a room, the doors will slam shut behind you and you will need to face the encounter within. But choose wisely. It's important where you place the rooms to get maximum returns. For example, when placing a commander, you could just place it anywhere along an existing path, but a much better strategy is to place it next to a garrison of troops for him to command. With better leadership, the garrison will level up, making the monsters harder, but also more rewarding. Different rooms have different requirements for leveling up. For
Would
example,
that be a great
if you
choice
want
if I
to fully
suck
level
ass?
up a smithy, you will need to supply it with golems from an adjacent golem works, and hook up a generator to the power network to supply it with power. After doing so, the golems will be powered up, making them much more dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, is that a good choice?
You don't need to memorize what interacts with what. When selecting a room, you will be shown the locations that will make other rooms level up, and exactly what effect it will have on the temple.
That's good.
After running the temple, a few of the rooms will destabilize and be removed. It will be up to you to rebuild the temple, adding 6 more rooms each time you come back, making the temple larger and larger and larger. So, that's the basic functionality of the temple.
Do you want to make it
There's a
larger, or
lot
do you
more.
want to go straight to the end boss?
Once Doriani finds out about your travels to Leraval, he will attempt to persuade you to take on a new mission. The temple entrance contains a prototype of the time portal device. It will be able to take you back in time, but only to one specific point, right before Itzeri triggered the cataclysm that destroyed the Val. He requests that you go back and
This
attempt
is a
to
really
stop
sick concept, though.
Itzeri to prevent the Val from ever
Enjoy it a
being
lot.
destroyed.
That didn't, before come out.
Itzeri is on the far side of the temple, so you will need to expand the temple significantly to get to her. And even worse, her
What I
chambers
mean.
can only be unlocked by a room that isn't currently accessible to you. In order to deal with that, you are going to need to visit the architect of the temple. To get to him, you will need to place path rooms, but while doing so, you will probably want to exploit some of the Val technology only available in the past. Once you can travel into the past, a whole new set of rooms are available to you, and they have some pretty insane rewards. At level 1, the corruption chamber can be used to corrupt a single item. But placing it next to a thaumaturge to run the place, and a sacrificial chamber to provide soul energy, you'll be able to level it up. And it's worth it, because once you get the room to level 3, there are some very nice rewards to be had. In a level 3 corruption chamber, you will find this mysterious device. It has a slot to place an item, and it only accepts items that are already corrupted. What will happen to them? Well, normally once an item is corrupted, you can't modify it any further. But this device allows you to corrupt your item a second time, adding another enchantment. This has the capability to craft some very powerful items indeed. But be warned, the Val are all about taking risks in the pursuit of power. There is a 50% chance that the item will be destroyed. Each room has its own interesting mechanics and rewards when it levels up. Many of them contain bosses to fight, special drops, and in many cases, new crafting opportunities.
What if I got a skill?
For example, a level 3 alchemy lab has a nasty Val construct to fight, but if you can defeat it, you can find new corrupted soul cores. Like Guatalizi's thesis, which on boots allows you to sacrifice your life to run faster. Or Sita Qualotl's thesis, which on gloves will revive one of your minions whenever an offering expires. Get a sacrificial chamber to level 3, and you will need to face a highborn priest of sacrifice. Defeat him to be able to further corrupt a Vaal unique, modifying it in unpredictable ways. One of the mods of this unique will be removed and replaced with another random mod. For example, this soul mantle.
Can you go back to the
It
rooftop?
gives you an additional totem, but lowers your totem's life and curses you when they die. By using the machine, this could result in a terrible item if you remove the good mod, but also some amazing items if you replace the downside. Now, one extra thing to mention about these Vaal crafting machines. You don't have to take the items you want to craft into the temple. If you don't have the item you want to craft with you at the time, then clicking this button will allow you to create a currency item instead, allowing you to do the craft later or trade it if you want. Now, there are all sorts of interesting rooms you can find in the temple, but the last one I want to show you today is the Flesh Surgeon. A Vaal Flesh Surgeon can be leveled up by placing him next to a high-level synth flesh lab. But be careful. The Flesh Surgeon has some rather unpleasant experiments in his personal lab.
Sick.
Afterwards, you might notice the surgery table just sitting there. The Vaal are great at crafting items. Why not do some crafting on yourself? After laying down, you'll be asked which limb you'd like to replace. Left arm, perhaps your right leg. Each limb can get a different set of random bonuses, so choose wisely. After getting up from the table, try out your new limb. It seems to work fine, and even perform better than your normal one. Now, there is just one thing with replacing body parts. If you die and are resurrected, your body will return to its natural state. You might need to return to the Vaal Surgeons if you want another robot arm, and maybe get a better one next time. Some rooms, like the Commander, can give you a new type of reward.
That build.
Medallions that can be used to manipulate the temple in other ways.
Sick.
Using a Queeper-Lartl's medallion will allow you to artificially boost a room, even if it doesn't meet the normal requirements to level up. And a Huatalotli's medallion will stop rooms from destabilizing when you complete a temple, allowing you to guarantee getting a reward a second time. Great if you want to stock up on double corrupts. Now, with all that aside, time to face the Architect, and you will be in for a fight. Once defeated, you will find another console that can be used to modify the temple. But this one is special. It allows you to place new types of rooms with specific rewards. There are rooms with specific uniques, special runes, and currency. But also a few other, more niche crafting experiments. Like this one, that can extract the socket balls back out of an item, at the cost of destroying it. Now, something really important is every league we release a significant amount of content for the in-game. In order to make sure that the Fate of the Vaal works well for late-game players, we've added many mechanics to make sure that you can scale the difficulty and rewards to match. Getting some rooms to level 3 adds extra mods to the entire dungeon, and these stack with each other. So in endgame, when you can get some really big temples, you can generate a challenge that can even match the strongest of characters. We also start to introduce ways to store up energy for the temple, allowing you to save up many runs so you can do them later at your leisure, and not interrupt your mapping too often. Now in each league, it's important that we have a new pinnacle boss to test your character's might. In the Fate of the Vaal, you will get to face Adzeri while she was at the peak of her power. One of the rewards you will gain by defeating the Architect is the ability to place the Royal Access Chamber. Once connected to your temple, you can visit it to finally reach the Queen of the Vaal herself. This fight takes place at a critical moment in history. Right as Adzeri communes with the beast's power, and takes her true corrupted form. Now, we are not going to show
Oh,
you the
she
whole
got
fight,
4 boobs.
but we will tempt you with one of the rewards. This is Itzeri's rule. This staff gives additional levels to all of your corrupted gems and lets you trade life for extra damage. But in addition to that, while using the staff, mirrors of refraction will constantly appear on the battlefield. Any projectile you fire at these will split into a nova, and they can chain from one to the other. So, that's the fate of the Val League. But we are also bringing the previous league, Rise of the Abyssal, into the core game, along with a few changes.
How's it going?
Now, for those of you who haven't seen what happens when a league is over, it's important to understand that you will not be seeing abysses in every area anymore. Rise of the Abyssal is now one of the league mechanics that can show up randomly in in-game.
You knew that though.
If you want to specialize in running abysses, there is now a tablet that will allow you to add them to any map you run.
Of course you do.
You can also craft the tablet to add abyss-specific mods to enhance how they function.
What is that?
Now that Abyss is core, it also needs its own Atlas
That's not
tree.
Swedish.
You can gain your first points by completing an Abyss.
You have Rosmarin.
But there are more available for doing depths and killing certain bosses. And there are a bunch of different options. You might just want more monsters and bosses. But
well, they
you
are
can
adding
also make finishing an Abyss have a chance to overrun a nearby map with the Abyssal. Or make your Waystone modifiers also apply to Abyssal depths. You could specialize in the interaction with other leagues, or specialize in a specific Abyssal faction. One of the important elements that we have heard loud and clear is that needing to do Abyss crafting on Waystones is quite annoying. So, we have removed that. In fact, we have removed instilling from Waystones as well. This mechanic felt mandatory on maps because it boosted the value of all other content.
Turns out
it was both annoying to do and resulted in a lot of visual clutter. Instead, we are bringing back some of that power on tablets,
Ooh,
which you don't need to craft nearly as often,
that might
since
be
they last for 10 maps
If it's
each.
a painting, I don't know.
Once you defeat the Arbiter of Ash, you will be able to upgrade tablets to a rare with 4 mods using regular currency. Even this isn't enough to fully bring back the power you could have gotten from instilling, so we have also buffed the bonuses that tablets give. Going forward, we're not going to be adding any more crafting directly to Waystones outside of the basic currency, because it adds too much micromanagement.
Yeah, Rosalind Franklin.
But on that note, Fate of the Val does bring the ability to corrupt your tablets, hoping to get one of many different random
I don't know
outcomes.
shit about that stuff.
Now, with regard to Delirium Fog, even though you shouldn't have to have it on every map anymore, we still did want to make it less visually annoying. Delirium Fog has been toned down significantly, so you won't feel like you're just playing in a sea of grey.
Which server?
Another
don't
big
you have
source
access
of
to the
problems
Discord?
in the endgame is the feeling of getting overwhelmed with monsters.
The Discord should work, right? If
In
you'd
031,
accepted...
we reduced the number of monsters in early endgame in order to help with this.
If you
but
accepted
still
the rules,
scaled up the number of monsters to previous levels by the time you got to tier 15. Well, after letting this simmer for a while, we are still getting this kind of feedback. So we are no longer going to scale up the number of monsters you go as you get deeper into the endgame. Instead, we are scaling up the difficulty and rewards by the same amount. So to be clear, instead of increasing the number of monsters by 40%, they will instead drop 40% more items, grant 40% more experience, and have 40% more life.
That's
in
Discord
addition to all
overall,
the
isn't
normal
it?
scaling they get due to being higher level.
I don't think my
This
server
only applies
requires
to regular
it.
monsters,
Discord that requires
not bosses. We have also reduced the speed modifiers that monsters can get sometimes, which also helps a lot with this.
I don't know, maybe
Now, we did have a large amount of content for endgame planned for 040, but unfortunately we just didn't get time to finish it. The scope was a bit too large, and so we'll need to wait until 050 for that. But rest assured, there will be a ton of upgrades for the existing leagues, as well as new pinnacle bosses, and a significant overhaul to the Atlas passive tree coming soon. Now, another problem that becomes a much bigger issue in the endgame is game performance. And we have done a lot of work here.
That won't help me
the
though.
The primary issue is CPU load. And to address that,
won't help me
a
for
lot of
shit.
things have been optimized. And we have done a lot of work to take advantage of more of your CPU cores. You should see frame rates of at least 25% higher.
25,
and
that's almost a
less
double.
Bad frame
Hello?
spikes during
What?
gameplay. It does make quite a big difference, especially on consoles.
No, just your channel.
A lot more
I have
work
to
in
look
this
into
area
that.
is
One.
ongoing, and you will continue to see performance
into that.
improvements over the next few months. Of course, another important area is game balance, and we have made a lot of changes. Now, most of these we will save for the patch notes.
Maybe
but I'll
that's
do a
because of
quick
safety,
summary of some
because
of the
of
numbers.
bots and
As well as adding 11
other
new
people,
unique
you know.
items, we have rebalanced dozens of others that are not currently used very often.
I mean, Discord
We've also
ain't my
done a
strong
pass of
side.
the
Let me
linear
tell you that.
support.
Setting up a server and all
21
that.
of them have been rebalanced, as well as adding 9 more.
That shit was hard.
Alongside the 2 new Druid ascendancies, we have made balance changes to almost all the others, with some of them getting a grander rebalance, such as the Smith of Katava. Alongside the 20 plus new Druid skills, we've also rebalanced 90 other active skills across all the different classes. And to top it all off, there are also over 250 new passive skills added to the passive tree. These changes should go a long way to increase the viability of many more skills, uniques, and overall build variety that can tackle our most challenging content. Next up, we're going to be talking about our new supporter packs.
Why that is,
Today,
I don't know.
We're launching 2 new series of supporter packs.
That's weird.
The Precursor and Kalgurin packs. Each tier contains the pack's full face value in points, alongside several exclusive microtransactions. As always, the microtransactions in these packs are purely cosmetic
Or the
and
server?
do not affect your character's power or progression
You're
in any way.
already in the server.
The Precursor series of supporter packs contains 6 exclusive microtransactions. First up, the Marble Statue Character Effect. Once you finally stay still for a moment, a podium rises up out of the ground to immortalize you, turning your skin to marble. When you next move, the stone crumbles around you. The Precursors had mastery over gravity manipulation. So too can you, now with the Gravity Well portal. Witness the power of its
I do want
pull
to
as
use
you
it more
approach
though.
it. Draw in enemies with your own gravitational pull with the Awakened
These are
Precursor armor
purchable.
set. The Precursors designed and built
Purchasable.
many mysterious ancient beings. This one used to serve as a scout that would patrol and tase intruders. Why salvage gear yourself when the Master of the Forge can do it for you? Molten gold spills out as the Forge Master breaks down your items. The Relic of the Precursor's map device is a mysterious machine that sits atop ancient colossal statues. It keeps track of the number of charges consumed on your Precursor tablets used in the device. The Kalgurin pack series also contains 6 exclusive microtransactions. The Kalgurins had astounding skill in astronomy, being able to track cosmic events with absolute precision. Harnessing that skill, with the Astronomer's Level Up effect equipped, you too can now see exactly how long it took you to level up as it outputs the time in chat. The time taken to reach your last 3 levels is also displayed on the item, so you can link it when you have a time you're proud of. Crush unique enemies by unleashing the wrath of the lost Kalgurin fleet, led formerly by Captain Heartland himself.
Yeah, Trev, you're not a member.
Kalgurin
That's it.
seafarer
You
needs
haven't.
armor fit for the treacherous seas of Rayclast. This set has you covered with the classic tricorn and, of course,
Where
a
do I find-
pig leg. The Lost Treasure weapon skins top off your appearance of a true raider of the seas. These gilded weapons can be applied to wands, 2-hand maces, and shields. After a long day of plundering loot, retreat to the Kraken's Cove hideout, a home of some of the most deadly, ocean-dwelling creatures in Rayclast. Many ships have met their demise here. What better to accompany you in Kraken's Cove than a kraken itself? Replace your stash with a dormant kraken waiting for its prey. As you approach, it will awaken and terrify both you and any guests in your hideout. Alongside this, an extra stash skin item will be granted to you.
I don't know where to
when
find it.
placed, will automatically open to any stash tab set with the currency affinity, to help having to navigate through your tabs. Additionally, any microtransactions from the supporter packs will be made available for use in Path of Exile 1. Thank you very much for all your ongoing support. We're just about to start the Q&A with Ziggy D. Afterwards, at 11 AM NZ time, we'll post the patch notes. With release at the end of next week, our community team will be posting crucial information you'll need for the release. Keep an eye on the news. Thanks for joining us today and checking out our latest developments.
Was this all?
We're looking forward to playing alongside our fellow shapeshifting exiles, all while uncovering Lost Vale secrets by doing some dungeon crafting. We'll begin the Q&A shortly, so please get your questions ready.
Q&A. Do we want to watch Q&As? I don't know. Interesting.
Welcome back, A.
Boom. Is it? Here are all the members, right? That is... Gotta accept the rules to be able to gain the members role. That's how I set it up, just because the sake of bots and whatnot. Where do I even find that? Server tag, engagement system. I can't even search. No. Soundboard. That takes me, bro. That is what is prune? Roles. Here we go. Everyone view channels, man. Links display. This person is around a bit. Oh. Access. How can people join the server? Keep your server private or open it up. Invite only. And yeah, age restriction. Usually need to confirm they are over the legal age to view the content in this server. Okay, wait. Here, members must agree to the rules before they can chat or interact in the server. That's the only thing you have to do. Your email and phone number will not be shared with the community staff. Oh. I guess you have to. I mean... Where do I even... How do I even manage? That onboarding? Work on the onboarding. Is it? Automo. DM spam verification level. Members on the server must meet the following criteria, or they can send messages in text channels or into direct messaging. Member has an assigned role and server onboarding is not enabled. This does not apply. We recommend setting everything for server. Also verified email must also be registered in Discord for long the fight. I must also be a member of this server for long 10 minutes. Okay. Let's do high. High Dutch. I mean, give it a try now, Trav. That should be. Wait, can I think that POE, by the way, that POE. That would blow the horses away, right? I think that's gonna be. Okay, how does this onboarding work? What are the channels every member should have? Okay, can I share? What are the channels every member should have? Choose a many channels you need. This. Default channels. Set default channels every member will see in their channel list when they join. Members can add more channels to use. Members can add more channels. You're on advanced. Also include at least 7 channels. I don't want them to.
När Erik öppnade sitt Amazon-paket höll han andan.
That's it.
Den här robotdammsugaren håller hans golv rena till ett pris som är lägre än han någonsin kunnat föreställa sig.
Ask questions to have members pick it.
Från Erik. Robotdammsugare, apparater och allt du kan tänka dig. Hitta topprankade produkter till priser du kommer älska på Amazon.se idag.
Lev i rampljuset.
That is it, right? Onboarding bands community server by
Uppdatera och lyssna på dina
the access.
Även offline. Få 3 månader gratis nu och avsluta prenumerationen när du vill.
What is age restricted server chat? What was it? Safety setup? Community overview. Hey, what is this? This is now a community server. Oh! Yeah. What is this? Fortnite. Fortnite. Animated emote comic. Bro, talk about spam. Did she then leave the server? Did she get kicked? How do I get rid of that shit? Yeah, wait, how slash clean. I mean, that's some good art. Shit. A lot though. Is that considered art, chat, or is it self promo? I don't want pizza. Slash clean. Purge. Mount. Wait, can I? How do I purge? How to clear? How to clear? Send message command scourge. As slash. Wait, so I can slash purge 10. Is it because the moderation plugin has been disabled on the dashboard? Meaning what? That's showing the moderation model is disabled is indeed a bug. Even if it's enabled, easier way to check it. Model is enabled is not. Slash module order. I mean, is that it? Ah. Well, how do how? That's not a freaking comment. How to enable. You don't need to find a module settings page, which is modules or extend tab with the platform. Score. Now select the server, click on modules tab. Yeah, and where's the modules tab, huh? There's no modules tab. Give me a video!
Welcome to How to Dino. Today I will show you around the moderate.
How to turn on.
Betala med Klarna överallt. Nu som bankkort. Ansök enkelt i
Or is that Sapphire?
Jag skulle vilja boka tid för däckbyte. 3 veckor.
Organically, and users can leave reviews on there. The first one is Discord. The beta feature that I mentioned is to block words inside members' profiles. A really good example of this, Discord invites.
Okay, so slash purge all. Moderation plugin has been. I'll turn that on. But because the moderation plugin has been disabled on the dashboard. You can hold down shift and clicking delete message. Oh. Okay, you disable because the moderation plugin has been disabled on the dashboard. Slash enable moderation. Isn't this a dashboard? Dashboard. Where is it? Moderation. Activity alert. Here, ID and filter change from user for members. I don't know. That's not it. Block words in member profiling. Block mention spam. Suspect. Census. It can't be that. I don't understand. Ooh. I'm gonna head off. Oh, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Then it will be Friday as well. Oh man, already Friday. Depressing. Alright. A great one.